So you take this lovely picture of a house, the backyard, and trees in the sky. And when you get home, you realize that there's a wagon and a blocking haters guy in the way. And you can't go back to reshoot it. So what do? You Photoshop. So first, you're going to want to crop that guy out. So you select the Marquee tool, and you're going to want to crop him out by selecting all the picture that you want. You're going to want to get it perfect because you don't want him in your picture. So then, once you have it cropped, you're going to want to go up into image, and you're going to want to go down to crop, and there you have it, no more guy. So your next problem is that wagon. What you're going to want to do to that wagon is you're going to want to get the spot healing tool, and you're going to want to draw over all of that little mini wagon and its shadow as to remove it completely. Because if there's just a blank shadow, that's bad. And then once you have all of it fully covered, you can go over, you release the mouse, and voila, the magic happens, no more wagon. So your next problem is the dead trees and anything else there. So what you want to do is you want to take the eyedropper tool and get the perfect shade of sky blue that you want. Next, you want to select the paintbrush tool and change the nub size so that it's big enough. Then next, you're going to want to just draw over that very carefully as so that it looks natural. You gotta be very careful. And then, if you want to remove any clouds that don't look right or any skyrockets or missiles, you can take those out. It's up to you. Your next problem is that grass looks dead and lifeless. So you want to take that quick selection tool, and you're going to want to select all that grass. It doesn't matter if any of it's in the shadows or whatever, just get all the grass that you possibly can. After you have selected all of the grass, you're going to want to go up to Image, and you're going to want to select Adjustments. I missed there. And select Vibrance. Now, you can move the vibrance to wherever you want. I move the vibrance all the way up to 100%. So, you can do what you feels best, but I thought the vibrance 100% felt best. Your next problem, and I know you're thinking, what more can we add, is the house doesn't look meme enough. So, you're gonna want to drag in a picture of Doge. Gotta go down here to downloads, drag out Doge, and plop, there's a Doge. Now, holding down Shift and dragging that corner, you can resize it so that it's still symmetrical. And so it's still symmetrical. Then you're going to want to drag it down, not drag that thing, just drag it down to the bottom of the screen, make sure that it aligns. Then you can make it bigger and move it down a bit so that it's perfectly lined up. And now, for patriotism, you're going to want to add a jet fighter. So you got to go back down to downloads and drag out that jet fighter. Then you're going to want to, once again, drag it up there and make it bigger by holding down Shift. Then once it's perfectly fitted to however you want it, don't get it stuck in any edges, you're going to want to click off it, and bam, jet fighter. Now, that jet fighter doesn't look like it's moving, and that's a problem. So you're going to want to go down to the jet fighter layer, and you're going to want to select that and go up to filters, down to blur, move over to motion blur, and select that. Now, you got to find the picture, because that's going to be the jet fighter layer. You're going to want to find the picture. This is going to take a sec. And come on. There it is. Now, it doesn't have any motion blur yet, so blur's messed up. Set that blur down to 0. There you go. And then you're going to want to tilt it so like it acts like it's moving. Then you're going to want to put it somewhere around there. You don't want to put it all the way because then it's moving light speed. You're going to die. You just want to move it back down. Yeah, like that. And that makes it look like it's moving, but doesn't look like it's moving too fast. Now that your picture has been de-wagoned and memed up, and there's a jet fighter, that is a photoshopped picture, and it's beautiful. You can do even more. There's so much more that you can do, but this is just the basics. This is not even scratching the surface, people. It's photoshopping, and it's amazing.